Welcome to Cinema 5D on the Couch, the talk show with filmmakers and industry leaders. Brought to you by G Technology, Rode Microphones, Movidium, Film Convert, and FNV.
Let's move on to other things. You guys also have, you don't only have lights in your portfolio, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. So recently we have been investing more research and development and so on in monitoring. And the newest product of this line is the Spectra HD4, an EVF basically. It's a 4.3-inch monitor panel, and then with the loop it becomes an EVF. And the resolution is at this moment outstanding from the market. So it's 1280 times 720, so HD resolution. And this is quite a jump from the other models that are on the market at this moment. So most of them have either 800 times 480 or 960 times something, so basically an iPhone panel. And then from 960 to 1280 is already, yeah, you can see it in the image. So with many others, it was, you saw when you looked through the loop, through the magnification, you saw the pixel structure, and this was distracting because you were not able to really see the sharpness sometimes. And with our panel, basically the pixels, they are not visible through the loop as well.
Yeah, I think with the viewfinder is one of those things all the DSLR shooters we all have been waiting for forever, because there weren't many manufacturers out there who actually made decent viewfinders, and it's still not so easy to track them down, to be honest.
That's right.
Because especially with DSLRs, you just can't use the built-in viewfinder because it's a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, now most people already have moved on from DSLRs, but still the issue remains, I think. So it's good that there's more on the market. How big is the screen?
4.3 inch. So it's also useful to use as a monitor, and we also offer it separately, just the monitor. And you can buy the kit or then also upgrade with the loops to the EVF. But I think most customers, they will buy it as a kit because they want to have the option as an EVF, and then maybe also sometimes use it as a monitor.
Mm-hmm.
But it's useful in both ways because the resolution is high enough so that you can also really see the sharpness with the loop or without loop, and 4.3 inch is a size that is really also at the edge so that you can use it just as a monitor.
What connectors does it have?
It has HDMI input and loop through, then SDI input and loop through, and also HDMI to SDI conversion.
Oh wow, okay. I have to check it out actually. Does it have peaking and all these shenanigans?
So basically regarding the software functionalities, it's already pretty loaded. Has false color, zebra, focus peaking with adjustable colors also, vector scope, histogram, and it's also firmware upgradable. So we will continue to improve the software functionalities, and they can just be downloaded by the user and installed just by USB.
Nice. What batteries does it use?
Sony NPF if you want to use the built-in battery adapter, and then otherwise it can be powered by DC tap, by an external power source. And we also have a mini XLR connector, which is also, it also has a tele light. So this mini XLR also transports the signal to the for the tele, but also the power. And we include the cable with the EVF with the mini XLR to D-tap, and also an HDMI cable with angled connectors so that you can connect it to DSLR, for example, and the cable goes down, and from the EVF it goes then to the side, so 2 times angled adapters. The EVF itself uses a normal HDMI connector, so it's a little bit more stable and not these small sensitive HDMI mini or micro HDMI connectors. And the SDI cable is also included.
Okay, cool. But you also have, I saw a new shoulder rig, right? Or it's not even new anymore, but with a nice wooden grip.
Yeah, that's right. So basically we started with some components. I think we started with the cage for the Blackmagic BMCC. And from this we continued to evolve more and more a complete series of rig accessories, support accessories. And yeah, now we have come to a point where we have accessories for most of the video cameras, something like f5, f55, also adapter plates for ARRI cameras, for RED cameras and so on. And the whole system is very modular, so we have some components that can be reused. Everything uses ARRI rosettes so that it's a very stable connection and a reliable connection. Our EVF also has on the side ARRI rosette so that it can be really mounted in a stable way and does not turn by mistake. And so we have something like wooden handles, standard handles that are basically like bicycle grips. And then it's camera supports, shoulder supports, and basically all the stuff that you need for camera support.
Nice. So you're expanding in various directions.
Yeah. So basically with F&V, the main directions are really lighting, which is our original core product, and then monitoring. So we have also the Matica line of monitors, which is also new, which is 7-inch monitors, and then Spectra, which is the new EVF, and then some components regarding rig support.
So Connor, how long have you been with F&V?
I've been with F&V for 3 years, and I primarily handle the U.S. market. And I met Mark just through trade shows and just the trade itself, and we joined forces to make a super team.
Oh, how romantic.
Yeah, an F&V love story. But no, we have a great, there's many of us, and it's a great team, and it's a very organic and vocal team, and I think that's why we're able to deliver some products and deliver them quickly. We're very close in our communication, and we really do listen to the customer base, and they're extremely vocal on all of the fronts of the internet, and so social media is very big for us, and keeping an ear out for what our shooters need, because as you know, I shoot in the field. For me, I'm a shooter first, and I try to apply that into the new products that we have coming out into the market.
Sorry.
Yeah, we are really just 2 people of the team, so we really have a great team on the back end, and people that really come from different types of backgrounds and also have a different perspective. And especially our R&D team is really outstanding. So otherwise, because we started with the monitors, I think also like 3 years ago with the first monitor, and that we are now able to really bring the Spectra HD, which is really a high end product after 3 years of development, is really a great result of this team mainly. So we have people that are really very sensitive to the direction, but also people that can make it work then in the end. And that's, I think, our biggest strength.
Just to wrap all of this up, where do you think the market is moving for you guys and in general? I mean, we on one hand, we have the cameras getting smaller, everything is coming together. It's more photographers shooting video. We have photo cameras capable of shooting video. On the other hand, the manufacturers kind of try to introduce more professional video camera models in the market again. Funnily, I mean, everybody fell in love with the DSLR form factor, and now they try to grab more profits from us, I guess, selling us the bigger cameras again. How does it influence you as an accessory maker, and where do you think this will be moving in the next 5 years or so?
Yeah, as an accessory maker for the support gear, for sure, it's a very difficult situation because the cameras, they change so fast. So in the past, when the camera was the camera for a couple of years, then to sell these accessories in quantity was no problem, but now it's really becoming a problem. This is also why we have many, not only for us, also for the user, because he has to rebuy all the stuff. That's why we really went for more universal parts, that you can reuse many parts and just adapt some parts for a specific camera model. With regards to quality, so the quality of the image and new cameras, and also quality of the light, I think this is, we are at a level that for sure there's some improvement all the time, but I think at one point it will really not matter anymore. So maybe something needs to change drastically in the way we shoot maybe movies, so maybe a totally different way. But I think the resolution, for example, and also the color that cameras can deliver now is already at a very high level, and I don't expect that there's coming so much more. And with regards to lights, it's mainly about the light quality, and I think this also came to a pretty high level already. So in the future, I think it will be more about reliability of the lights again, and about shaping the lights, something like this. So once you've reached a certain level, and we are quite close to reaching this level that the color reproduction is very accurate, then I think it's really concentrating on other things again.
And from a filmmaker's perspective, you see your productions or productions in general shift in the way they're being produced?
I feel like I'm jumping on smaller, more last minute things more or less, and just productions in general have downsized quite a bit. And I think people, they want to hire you as a one-man team or a smaller team, and which is fine, and it really depends. But the gear has also, you know, adapted to match all that. That's why we see smaller cameras, smaller lights. But I just, you know, just look at cinema cameras now, where they are and how light they are and how versatile and how powerful they are. And I think we're going to be able to just do so much with them. I kind of lost my train of thought there, but I think we're just going towards a lightweight form factor, and
it almost doesn't matter anymore which camera you use, right?
It's so tough. I mean, I guess that's kind of,
I think it really comes down now again to filmmaking and the person using the camera.
We have so many tools now, and you know,
it's not the time when we only had the 5D, and you know, the alternative was mini DV cameras or HDV.
Sure.
But actually, even in these times, also many filmmakers, they did great results with these cameras. So actually, it's always the tools and then the people who make it work. But I think now the level is, no matter what class of tool, or if you buy a cheap camera or the highest class of film camera, the difference is really getting so close nowadays that it's really, again, all the powers to the person who uses it.
And I think, you know, what technology has allowed us to do, you know, in terms of throwing cameras on really affordable quadcopters, putting a camera on a car, you know, shooting in crazy resolution and being able to do post effects and fix your mistakes. I think the cool thing that technology allows us to do, and which we'll really emphasize, is the filmmaker, as Mark was kind of leading off. And, you know, what's your creative application going to be? There is, you know, a lot has been decentralized in terms of the film market. That's why you see places in different parts of, say, the U.S. popping up, because it's not, you don't need a film processing house right now. You just need your laptop and your computer and some hard drives. So I think the cool thing with all this technology changing is that you really get a glimpse at imagination and what, you know, we can all think of. So it's a big, a new frontier, and, you know, we've seen a lot of cool tech and a lot of use of it.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I think we should wrap it up. That's a nice ending there. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So thanks for watching another episode of Cinema 5D on the Couch. Also thanks to our dear sponsors, G Technology, Rode Microphones, Movidium.com, Film Convert, and FNV. And we'll see you on one of our next shows of On the Couch. Thanks for watching.